Called the Museum of Healthcare at Kingston?
Gotcha, good question. So the Museum of Healthcare, as in it's showing the history of health and healthcare, and at Kingston, meaning that it's located in Kingston, but also because it tells stories of in and around the Kingston area. So Kingston General Hospital, Kingston Psychiatric Hospital, but it sort of exemplifies a larger story of the province and the country. So at Kingston. And what's significant about it is, one, it's a National Historic Site and was designated that way in 1999. But the reason why it was designated that way is because it's a fantastic example of a nursing residence building. It's one of the first purpose-built nursing residence buildings in the country. And it used to be a nursing residence where all of the sort of would-be training nurses for KGH were staying. In the early 1900s, nursing kind of had a bad rap. The idea was that if you were becoming a nurse, you were more so, I like to say it's sort of like a bouncer for a club as opposed to a nurse that we think about today, because a lot of the nurses were employed to sort of handle all of these sort of upset and mad and sick employees, not employees, but the patients.
Was Kingston the first place or one of the early places to be doing this, or was it something that was part of a large wave and just happened to get caught up in the wave? Do you know?
Yeah, well, so two answers again. Yeah, that's sort of my theme. Yeah, so two answers. Yeah, so that's a great question. So I guess I'll start with some of the stuff that's on the table here. So the nurse's cap and the nurse's shoes here are from the 50s and 60s. So they're certainly not the oldest ones that we have in our collection, but I brought these today because I wanted to make sure most people have seen these before. Most people have seen the really nice bright white gown with the cap and the shoes. Interesting thing about the cap is that the way that the lines and everything are on it and the way that it's folded means different things to different places in and around the country. So all of them look slightly different depending on where you get them. But these are from the 50s and 60s. And yes, they were absolutely they were given to nurses as their uniform. That's what they had to wear. And they were in charge of maintaining them as well, too. So what I didn't bring is all of the shoe polish and all of the brushes and stuff in order to keep the shoes looking nice and sparkly clean. So
I'll have to go to the museum and look at that.
There you go. Exactly. Perfect.
Exactly. Yeah. So when we have something to look on the inside.
Yeah, for sure. So I thought I would bring one of our x-ray plates as well, too. Now, I know that this is not going to show up very well on the camera, but I'll hold it up just so we can see. But I'm sure we can get some better shots of it in the light. But the idea is these are just x-rays like most people have seen before. If you've ever got an x-ray. This one's on glass. Usually they're done on plastic now. But this one is showing somebody's wrist being broken. And this one's from 1922. So it's quite a bit older, but still similar idea. You can sort of see inside of somebody's body. And again, we use this one in our Funny Bones program. So talking about bones and what happens when they break and how your body heals them and that kind of thing. So this is one of the objects we use, and we let kids handle them and look at them and move them around and stuff like that. All of these things are from our education collection, so they can be handled and touched and used during classes.
Okay. Just to clarify, you said this is an x-ray of a wrist being broken. So this isn't the doctor breaking the wrist.
No, not so much.
This is looking at it after it's been broken.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah.
Well,
nobody's losing their practice. Yeah.
Nobody's losing their practice, and the kids don't have to actually
Yes,
practice.
fair enough.
That's very good. Okay. What are some of the ways that you're sharing your story right now?
For sure, yeah. So we're trying to do a multi-pronged approach. It's difficult when you have such a small museum because you can't welcome visitors, like you said. And up until now, we've been trying to keep our doors closed and keep people away as much as possible because of safety restrictions. But we're trying to open it up a little bit more. So we've got lots of different ways we're trying to do that. One of which is that we do virtual education programs, both through an external company, but also we're going to start offering those to camps and sort of parents and visitors during the summertime. So that's number one, and you'll be seeing some of these things in those education programs. Number two is we're looking to do outdoor guided tours. Okay. So starting in July, we're going to be doing outdoor guided tours that tell some of the stories of how both the Ann Bailey Building and KGH and the Queen's School of Medicine all were formed and sort of brought up that story. So we're really excited to do those things. That's going to start in early July. And we also use our website and our online collection to do that. So all of the things that I'm showing you are available on our online collection. So we have 15,000 objects that you can look at the provenance from, the history, the dates. You can look at detailed photos of everything like that. So if you've seen anything, those of you that are watching, if you've seen anything that's super interesting to you, go on our website and look at our online collection because we spend a lot of time and effort getting that stuff on there.
There's a lot to do in Kingston. And one of the things that you could do is go to the Museum of Healthcare at Kingston, as Kevin mentioned, located on George Street, and you can really see one of Kingston's treasures. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more content.